Ladies and gentlemen, just while we're waiting for the results officially of Class 777, I'd like you to perhaps take a look at this rather motley crew coming in underneath the spotless stadium. We have a wonderful collection there of stewards and perhaps previous judges who it looks as though may have borrowed a pony to come in and compete in the stewards and judges classes for the Cap Munro and MF White judges and stewards riding class. It's terrific to see them out in all their splendour, perhaps not quite the sheen on these horses that we've seen on some of our other exhibits, but they are volunteers, and it's lovely that the Royal Show recognises their efforts and allows them to take a break from their duties and join in on all the fun in the main arena. So I'm sure we're going to see excellent workouts from all of our stewards and judges taking place in this event. We'll be crossing down to Angus Lane for all the fun down there very shortly. But we still have judging underway in Class 596. And in fact, Angus is ready to take over the reins, so to speak. And Angus, this is going to be a fun class, I imagine.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it certainly is. Thanks very much, Kate. And it's a wonderful class, and it's all for the stewards. And today we're very blessed to have with us today retired Inspector Don Ibe, who's presenting an award on behalf of David Look, one of our great stewards is down here at the Sydney Royal Easter Show, who can't be with us. And we also welcome today Mr. Colin Munro Jr., who's the son of Mr. Colin Munro Sr. Many of you remember the Sounds of Summer on ABC over many, many years, and also the very first of Australia All Over was presented by Colin Munro before handed over to Ian McNamara. Well, we'll let you know more about that very soon. If we just go back to Kate for another result, and then we'll come back and talk to Mr. Colin Munro as well and introduce you to the competitors.
Thank you very much, Angus. Class 777, Novice Junior Lady Rider, and well done, Courtney Cremasco from Oakville in New South Wales. Winner of this class, 2516. She'll also be receiving a product prize for the winner, supported by International Animal Health, as well as this beautiful blue rosette. And of course, it's a rider class, so the rosette goes to the rider, not rather than the ribbon around the horse's neck in a horse class. So second place, congratulations, Montana Bruce from Griffith in New South Wales. Catalogue number 2497. In third place, Tess O'Connor from Seaforth in New South Wales, catalogue 2628. Carly Elfar from Thirlmere in New South Wales is taking out fourth place with catalogue number 2530. In fifth place, Amy Lee Quirk from Gwenaba in Queensland, catalogue number 2657. And in sixth place, well done, Georgie Batten from Morelia in New South Wales, catalogue number 2484. There was some beautiful riding out there on display today, and well done to all of the competitors in the Novice Junior Lady Rider, 17 years and under 21. And now we cross back to Angus for the Steward and Judges class.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Kate. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have our judge today of this class is going to be Mr. Bob Drew, and he's the Chief Greencoat. And we have also our ringmaster down here, Mr. John Bennett, Mr. Ken Munro, Kenny Cameron. So Ken Cameron and, not Ken Munro, Colin Munro, and Ken Cameron. And Colin Munro is here with us today as well. Colin, welcome. It's always an honour to be down here with you to pay tribute to Dad and the late and the great Councillor Michael White as well.
Well, two great men who really did enjoy their time at the Easter Show, and they always look forward to catching up with people like yourself and the various rogues associated with the show, such as the gentleman on the right. And I'm proud to be part of that tradition and coming back here to the show.
Now, could you just, you have a lovely little piece of prose or a little poem that I know you'd like to present to the people, and then we'll also present another one that you, in memory of your dad as well. So, firstly, a special little poem for the ladies that are here today.
A little advice. It was advice that my father gave to me when I was to be married, and I actually uttered this. I had the hide to utter it when I was married myself, and it was a line from a little story written by one of the great poets of Australian early history, Mr. Lawson. and it's on Steelman on women and advice to a young man getting married. And it stated, and if you should get married, and there is no accounting for some women's tastes, be as bad as you like and then moderately good and she'll love you for it. If you're bad all the time, she won't stand it forever, and if you're good all the time, then she'll naturally treat you with contempt. And that was advice that I've lived by. Be as bad as you like and moderately good, and it's worked well for me from that time.
I'll always remember those beautiful words that your dad lived by too, was go kindly. And I've never forgotten that. Every time I think of Colin Munro, those words, they resonate in my thoughts and my prayers, because he was such a gentle and a loving man.
Yeah, it was a lovely way, a warm way to sign off, and he used it extensively through his life, and I think that's what endeared him to the people of rural Australia. They just enjoyed that warmth that emanated from him. Yeah, lovely way.
Well, Colin, it's lovely to welcome you here today, and also we'll find out a little bit more about the lovely jacket you're wearing, because there's a special story about that as well. And but welcome on behalf of the Royal Agricultural Society of New South Wales. In fact, I had the great honour of ringing up your mum, as you know, and having your dad sit with me before his passing, and last time he was here for the presentation of the wonderful award that he presented for many, many years. And there's a real history to that award, isn't there? We'll just go out here so we can look up here, and we can put you, just come on, there we are, we'll put you on the big screen again. But there's a lovely, tell us about the trophy.
The trophy was presented by Michael and Dad for quite a while. It's a walking stick, and it's sort of a little bit of a shot at the aged infirm, or the threat of getting so. But in the handle is a little shot of something liquid, a little light refreshment. And for those who are a fan of the water of life, it's definitely the sort of thing that will keep you going throughout the day. It's just a lovely part of the show, and a little bit of the folklore of the Easter show. And the people who are on the inside, perhaps, the ones who you see working, doing their duties and getting things done very quietly, and yeah, a nice little insight and activity for them.
Well, thank you for that. And we also have our judge here. We have Mr. Bob Drew, who's our Chief Greencoat, and also Councillor John Bennett down here, Ringmaster. Welcome, John, and welcome to all the other stewards. So we have Mr. James Bell, Deborah Bell's son, from Armidale in New South Wales, who's going to be the first to compete. All right, so it's going to be like a time trial. All right. So you watch him. We have some nice music to play for it as well. So while we watch him, we'll bring up the music for you as well. Well, Roy, put your hands together for James Bell. Come on, that's the workout. Yes, well done. Well, Sarah Wells is our next competitor. And we wish them well. And it's great to have you here, James. He has the RAS saddlecloth on. All right, so she just goes across now, nods to our judge, and works out the workout. And it'll be, I imagine, the fastest time to be the winner. So they're away, and once again, we'll strike up the band. So Sarah Wells, our next rider, another one of our great stewards. So we'll go back to Kate and Rawhide. Well, thanks, Kate. All right, this is interesting. Of course, they have to dismount and remount. All right, so remount again. And as she remounts, folks, very simple. We want you to be involved. Put your hands together for Sarah Wells. Come on, give her a big round of applause. Well done, Sarah. All right, our next rider will be Linda Smith. So lovely to see Linda. I think Linda's competed in this before too. So they have to go through the witch's hat. If they knock down the witch's hat, then they, in fact, have penalties. And I tell you, between Mr. Ken Cameron and Bobby Drew, Mr. Cameron, what's the exact course here, please?
Well, we are testing the skill of rider and horse under adverse circumstances.
Adverse circumstances, right?
And this is just to show the world that while we ask them to walk, trot and canter, we are not afraid of making fools of ourselves. We are human beings. It stops a lot of the them and us.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cameron. All right, so it looks like a lovely little riding pony there, so they can jump just as well as the bigger ones. Yeah, well done. And so James is a steward here in the main arena. And Sarah, I think Sarah, where are you stewarding? You're stewarding?
Sorry. Yeah, with the rodeo.
So Sarah's stewarding with the rodeo?
I didn't know.
So,
I had to do that.
and next to go out's Jordan Hogg. And stewarding with the novice hack today, our next competitor. So Linda Stewards here as well. So put your hands together. Come on, Sydney. Give her a big round of applause. All right. So Sarah Hogg will be our next to compete on this magnificent little grey pony. We wish her well.
I've got to do that first jump on the way back. I didn't know that.
Well done.
Where do you steward?
In the rodeo.
So Molly LeBrock is next. She stewards in the rodeo. And then we have young Chris Eggleton. Chris has come back from Canada, and he's been acting as chief steward and steward here at the Royal Easter Show this year in the main arena. So they're all stewards here at the show. They give up their time willingly to come down and be part of the Sydney Royal Easter Show. So great to see. So the competitor with the least number of jumping penalties, and also penalties for the witches' hats and the bending, will be the overall winner. I'd imagine it's going on style as well. Yes. Have a look at that. They make it look so easy. These ponies know what it's all about, don't they? Yeah, we'll see the Pony Club later on during the week too. All right. Ah, look. Makes it look so easy. Yes, into the little pony. Put your hands together. Give her a big round of applause. Well done. As I mentioned, our next competitor, here's stewards in the rodeo. Now, she should be good. They asked, oh boy. Yes. Looks like a small Kate Day, this young lady. Yes, has her spurs on. Kate's in the broadcast box. Yes. And all ready to go. So a beautiful Australian stock horse, Australia's own horse, the breed for every need. So our judge, Mr. Bob Drew, our chief red coat, have a look at this. Now she's done this before. All right, she comes into the left, into the right. Yeah. All right, makes her way down now to the jumps. This horse says, okay, let me go. Unfortunately, she has a penalty there, rail down. Comes around to the wishing well. Another rail down there too. And then comes back down again for the round through the witch's hat. So through the witch's hat, round she winds, unwinds, comes back. Is about to dismount. So dismounts now. And you always notice, girls and boys, always on the near side of the horse, the left side of the horse, and remounts. And all you have to do is put your hands together. Come on, Sydney, give her a big round of applause. Well done. She has rent a crowd up here at the grandstand too. Ah. All right, folks, we have young Chris Eggleton. And Chris, he's been a steward here for quite a few years now. His father's been a winner of this event before. And this young fella, we call him the Canadian Cowboy. He's missed a few there. Yeah, he's trying to make up time. Have a look at him go. And we'll leave this up to the judge, but he's flying. He's got this trusty grey steed, and I'll tell you what, he goes in, he goes out.
He's ditched his stirrups.
He's ditched his stirrups, yes. Oh, Colin Munro, this is unbelievable. Okay, this time he comes back. Can he make it? All right, he's made the first, the second, the third, the fourth. He's going well, but he missed a lot. Oh, boy, I'll leave this up to the judge. Is he going to... no stirrups. All right, look at that. Dismounts. Very quickly throws himself into the saddle. The Canadian Cowboy. Come on, put your hands together for him. Well done. What do you think?
Well, this class was originally designed to show the calibre of the judges and stewards here at the Sydney Royal Show, but I'm afraid if that young fellow was on my stock camp, I probably would have taken him quietly out the back and flogged him.
That's nice. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Munro. All right. Well, just while we're waiting for the collation of the scores, yes, I think they're collating them up, got them going. What's that lovely poem you've got for your dad? We dedicate this to the late and the great Mr. Colin Munro, who gave well over 50 years of service to ABC, Auntie.
It was a poem that he'd used. It was on the back of a Milrose shearing catalogue written by one of those great poets of all time, Anon. And it was entitled How I Shore the Missus in My Sleep, and it goes like this. Old Bill the shearer had been phoned to catch the train next day. He had a pen at Mungandai for an early start in May. He'd packed his port and rolled his swag and hurried off to bed, but sleep he couldn't catch a wink to soothe his aching head. He heard the missus snoring hard and he heard the ticking clock. He heard the midnight train blow through and he heard the crowing cock. At last Bill in a stupor lay, a dozing now was he, all loaded up and drawn for pens, and he shore in number 3, and he grabbed the missus in his sleep to shear her like a ewe. 3 blows removed the belly wool, and up the neck he flew. He picked her up and dumped her, down the whipping side he tore, and she neither kicked nor wriggled. She'd seen him shear before. He was holding Jack the Ringer, he was leading Mick the Brute, when he yelled for tar and tossed her like a hogget down the chute. And as he reached to pull a lister, all excited out of gear, the electric light was shining bright and all was cold and clear. Old Billy'd been dreaming of shearing in his sleep, whilst outside on the footpath lay the missus in a heap.
Put your hands together for Colin Munro Jr. Isn't that lovely? Well done. That's beautiful. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you very much, Angus. I don't know how on earth we can follow that particular effort there, but we do have an important result here. The class waiting for their result. This is the best novice pony hack under 14 hands. Special class 596, and congratulations to catalogue number 1079. It's the Argyle stud from Kangarilla in South Australia. Congratulations there to Argyle's Secret Spirit, winner of the best novice pony hack under 14 hands. So that beautiful purple sash now being presented to our winner, the Argyle stud from Kangarilla in South Australia, and they'll also receive a product prize for the best novice pony hack under 14 hands, supported by Oakwood Products. So we thank them for that, and we'll head back to you, Angus.
Well, we'll just stand alongside our ringmaster, Councillor John Bennett, and I know it's a great honour to be here. You're a past winner of this event as well, sir, so congratulations to you.
Angus, thank you very much, and thank you to our stewards who've taken the time to come out here and compete in this class this afternoon. It's a very important class to us in the Horse Committee. We thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you at the same time next year for another event. And thanks so much to Chief Greencoat Bob Drew for judging this for us today. No better man could we have had to judge this class, so we thank you, Bob, very much.
Mr. Colin Munro Jr., welcome to you too. And John Bennett won this in 2009. So we'll just have the announcement for you.
We're going to go reverse order.
So we're just going to go to reverse order, please, Kate, and we'll get Kate to have a fanfare ready for the first place getter.
Well, Angus, I'm still waiting for those official results up here in the broadcast box, but can I...
We're just about to do it down here, Kate, live. And 6th position goes to Chris Eggleton. Come on, put your hands together for him. Give him a big round of applause. He had a time of 1:10.88. Then we go to 5th position goes to Sarah Wells. Congratulations, Sarah. Time of 1:11.20. 3rd place goes to, 4th place, I apologise, goes to Jamie Bell. Congratulations, Jamie. And then we come down to third place, to Linda Smith. And between the two of them, all right. Well, the runner-up first. Runner-up goes to Jordan Hogg. And we have a, thanks Phil. And the winner, Molly LeBrock. Give Molly a big round of applause. Well done, Molly. And we have Mr. Colin Munro Jr. there making the presentation. And it's a beautiful trophy. And also it's nice to have retired Inspector Don Ibe down here to make the presentation. Don, it's great to see you. Thank you for being down here to make the presentation on behalf of David Look and Wendy Look from Taldora, Clydesdale Stud. And that goes to the runner-up. Congratulations, well done. So, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, what a great class. And Chris Eggleton, unfortunately, he just tried to cut corners. Thanks to Councillor Charlie Hook for the great job, and thanks to Ken Cameron, and also Councillor, we have Chris, we welcome down here today. Also, is our other wonderful councillors that are involved as well.